So Jeff Hurst, the Trevor Brooking and Billy Bonds, Paolo Di Canio, West Ham United. We celebrate our victories, we stick together in defeat. Proud of our history, West Ham United, more than just a podcast, more than just a podcast.
Oh, hello, good evening again and welcome. Guess what, people? It's time for this. Yes, people, it's Facebook Twitter question time where you, the listeners, get to ask us presenters, I think we call ourselves, questions. Oh, I can't remember what else you used to say, George. What else did you say? I thought I'd done well remembering
yeah,
that.
that's pretty good, though.
It was good. It's been, it's been a few years since.
That's where you, the podcast listeners, get to ask us, the presenters, anything you want.
There you go. Over on Facebook, question time is open. Go, I said. I then did put interested in any jokes you may have got wrong. So if you've listened to episode, fuck knows, as I called it, you'd have heard what I'm talking about. But anyway, you ready, George?
Yes.
Yeah, you go.
Buckle in, George. We're going on a quick ride of our fan
You
base.
can do it, George.
All the way to the end, son. No sagging. First up, it's the soul-singing superstar of Tenerife, who's coming to England, people, to do a little tour end of September. I know he's playing, I think, the Loughton Rugby Club. Check it out. Tickets on sale.
I might go to that.
Yeah.
No rugby club, though.
Yeah.
Don't think they
It's
let
a
my talk. So
Great night out. Comments. He says, evening, gents. He says, I'm texting this message from on stage. Look at that. Halfway through a show.
Wow.
Wow.
There
I
you
wonder
go.
if he's singing while he's texting.
Yeah. So I ask him, what song? What song you singing? There you go. I'm asking him. I've asked him.
You have.
I can't spell singing, but anyway. It says, anyway, does have a question. Where do you think we'll finish, George?
Oh, 10th.
10th. 10th. Len?
I said 12th, didn't I?
I believe you did. I did put it in the group chat so we could remember it. We just got to remember when we did it. I think I said around 14th or something stupid like that. But 10th, George, yeah? You fancy top 10?
Yeah, I think, why not? James Ward-Prowse. We signed a striker. Job done.
Yeah. Do you not... I mean... and I was looking at it and I'm thinking, are we going to struggle this year or what? And then you look at it and you think, well, if I look at the three teams that have come up, Luton, they're going down, aren't they?
They can't even play a home game at the minute.
No. So you got, I hope we can because we're supposed to be playing it next Friday, though I'm going to be working in Plymouth, so I'm not sure I'll be watching it.
Is it on, the game, seriously?
At the moment, it's on. It's not been called off, but it's whether they get it finished on time. It's scheduled for, I don't know if it's Sky or BT Sports, so I'd imagine they will do everything they can to get it
It'll
on.
be Sky Friday night.
Who else came up? Burnley came up and Sheffield United. I don't think Sheffield United to stay up. I don't think Burnley are going to do... I know people go on about how well they did in the Championship under Company, but he wasn't that great Anderlecht, was he? So I'm not sure they'll struggle. Then you got the likes of, I don't know, perhaps been a bit dismissive, like the likes of Bournemouth and Forest. Wolves are definitely going to struggle. Look at Everton. So there's 6 teams there straight away. So, perhaps my 14th was a bit stupid when I look at it. And 12th to 9th is definitely on, isn't it?
Yeah, about 10th, I reckon.
Yeah. So that's where we think, Mike. And if you can let us know what song you're singing, I'll let everyone know.
I do genuinely think James Ward-Prowse. Obviously, I haven't been on very much, so you probably have covered him in depth last week. But I think he's a really, really, really good signing. I think he could be a really good piece of business. And I think if we can, I mean, centre back. Clearly, we've got another centre back today. That helps. I think we're missing a striker. But if we can get a striker in, and we don't lose Paqueta, which it looks like that's not happening now, I think it's a pretty good window. I don't think we can complain very much.
Oh, you'd be surprised. I think I can manage a lot of things.
Well, me too usually, but I'm struggling with that.
Let's see what happens. I'm not really. I don't know why we need more centre back options, but you have to defend him.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I mean, Moyes' ball did look better at the weekend. Not as in, it's not what I want to say, but it looked. I felt a little bit more confident with it.
No, but it's his style of football is only acceptable when it wins,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is it.
and that is the
That's why you're Moyes out, isn't it?
it's yeah, and that is the well, I don't know what I'll say next week. I've got a good idea, just to baffle people. So, but yeah, I'm not. I sort of I don't care really. I'll celebrate the wins
I know
and
your name.
shrug my shoulders at defeats and think, well, at some point Moyes will leave, and then we just move on to the next. It's a washing machine, isn't it? That's what it is. Helter Skelter and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a virgin then.
Go on.
So, Daryl Holly says, "Evening all,
Deck the halls.
deck the halls."
Or Gordon Johnson.
Or Buddy.
Well, I was thinking Buddy because I'm a bit simple.
Yeah. Buddy
Not that
then.
you're simple, George. I'm throwing. I wasn't insulting you then. But yeah. Another one where I should have thought first. for answering, yeah.
So glad to be back.
Yeah, well done, George. You've missed me, haven't you? Anyway, evening all, he says he's been listening for a few years now and he's very happy for us to get an award. It weren't an award, but anyway, we can claim an award as the top West Ham podcast ever. Well, in the world of Spotify.
Of all time.
And he's put, "It's certainly is my favourite." Well, we're pleased to have you, Daryl. We're pleased to hear from you.
Buddy.
As you will now be called. He's then asked a question.
Go on.
Will Luzao have to go on loan to be seen as one of our non-homegrown 17? He says, I think he should go on loan anyway. And he just wondered, as he's 21 now. Come on, you Irons.
I don't even know who he's talking
No, I
about.
don't know who he's talking about either. Say
Will
again.
Luzao. I don't think his first name's Will. I think that was like him asking a question.
Right.
But the Luzao is a defender of the Brazilian, I think, birth, and he plays in our under-21s. It was a signing that we made last season, I believe.
Yeah, I vaguely recall.
Yeah, and obviously
Everyone said no.
he was one for the future. I do believe,
Right.
though, he scored at the weekend. Now, as a centre half,
Oh, Buddy knows his stuff, doesn't he?
and
He does. Showing us up here,
I
isn't he,
think
Buddy?
he scored at the weekend for the under-21s. So, I mean, and we know Moyes loves his goal-scoring centre-halves. So, maybe there is a future for him. Maybe there is. But anyway, that's a good question, Daryl. Thanks for asking it. Buddy, sorry. As George simply christened you.
Simple George.
Yeah, simple George. Next up, it's another name I can't say I've heard. You can get the name this one. Marcus Taylor.
Oh, Taylor.
Mm.
Or Marcus. Marcus Taylor.
Tommy?
Dennis?
Oh, right. Well, I went for the West Ham thing, but Dennis?
Oh, Tommy.
Tommy?
Yeah, we go Tommy.
Yeah. Tommy sits in front of us, Len, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, we'll have to say hello to him to see if we can.
I'll leave him be.
Yeah. Well, we have to leave him be as he's climbing the stairs slowly.
Yeah.
Great win on Sunday, says Marcus.
It was.
He loves the podcast, another one. He said, this is a bit off topic, So it's up to you if you want to include it. Well, thanks for like putting that now. I've read it out. Anyway, Len.
Guarantee we will include it.
Marcus heard that you used to work at Ministry of Sound.
I did.
And he was wondering what you did there.
I worked. I did many things. I was in the creative team. It was only a small creative team. It was a long while ago. Turn of the century. That makes me feel old. Yeah. I wasn't. I didn't do. I did do
You weren't
a
a
couple
DJ
of
then?
art covers, but I wasn't the guy. The main. No, I won't go into that. Yeah, the head candy stuff. It was.
Didn't do a set then.
No, I'm not a DJ.
Oh right. Didn't spin some decks.
Art direction, stuff on videos and stuff. I was just an all-round creative guy, in and out of the place. I was never an employee there. Just had me in for bigger projects temporarily, or while I did cover stuff like that.
Oh right.
But
Because
that was-
he wondered if your paths had crossed. Marcus must
Oh.
have been. I don't know if he worked there or. That's what he said. We may have crossed paths. I don't know if he used
May
to
have.
club there.
Marcus Taylor.
Weren't my cup of tea, I must admit. The first of all, you had to go south of the water. And he also then finishes up. He said he heard that you worked at Saatchi's. What a fascinating life you've led.
Well, I mean, it sounds like it. It's not too fucking fascinating. I was at Saatchi's from nearly 10 years on and off. I covered for the studio manager there, who's also a West Ham fan, funny enough.
Oh, right.
Our
Anyone
paths
famous?
crossed at your time at Saatchi, didn't it, Len?
Yeah,
Apparently.
no, that
So
was
you
when
remember?
I was at St Luke's.
Oh, right, okay.
That was the Aunt Bessie, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
Aunt Bessie.
Yeah. What a fascinating life I led.
Do
Of
tell
course,
George.
Working with Yorkshire puddings and roast
Yeah.
potatoes. No, it was a
That
great
was,
project, to be fair.
That was I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Get me out of here. It was.
What, sponsored by Aunt Bessie's?
It
yeah,
was
we're
for a
getting
while.
close to Christmas, so you need to know what you're gonna have for your turkey for dinner and shit.
Well, I just
And it
find
wasn't-
Plan.
Bull's
Don't
penis.
ask me this. That's just George's territory. I just done the fucking drawings and
You
shut
just
the
took the
fucking
pictures.
mouth. Yeah.
I just find it strange that Aunt Bessie's was support I'm a Celebrity. Like, because it's not like they're going to get to eat it, is it? It's like, look what you could eat. But
George.
Well, that's kind of. I think that's kind of the idea.
It's,
Yeah, it was.
Oh, right.
That was a
Some people do say that they'd rather eat, like, Wichita grub than Aunt Bessie's frozen potatoes.
I think they're alright, aren't Bessie's?
They serve a purpose, you know. If you're desperate and you're really fucking lazy and can't be bothered to do your own roasts.
The sponsor before that was Iceland. So,
Oh, right.
That's right.
What, the country?
Nothing to
Did
do
they
with
go
that.
bankrupt then?
yeah, biscuits.
Ah, yeah. Right, there you go.
But no, Marcus, I just worked in art departments, mate. Just kept me knocked down. Literally.
All right.
You
So,
do that, you don't fucking say nothing. Don't talk to him, you don't talk to her. You especially don't talk to him. That was like that was me. And now, none of them will talk to me at all, or never get a job in these places. So.
next up is Marion Williams, people. He's happy. It's the Welsh wizard from Herefordshire. Oh, boys. He noticed that the stooge wasn't in his normal seat on Sunday. Did you see who was sitting there, though, Marion? It was my mate was sitting there. Does this mean he's given up his season ticket and now sits with his senior source? No, he's in Spain. As you can tell, because he's not here. But he then gives a shout out to the lady from the supporter services in Gate Seat, because she always a smile on her face and a rarity in a West Ham employee. She goes the extra miles. I don't know who she's talking about there, but anyway.
No.
Next up, someone thinks they're funny. Samantha Hardy. Do you know her?
Who was quoted saying the best mother-in-law someone can have.
Is it? Yeah. Well, anyway.
I felt sorry for her.
All right. Well,
Must admit. hearing
Samantha
that.
says, I've got a joke. Did you hear about the West Ham fan who started the kitchen and didn't finish it? Luckily, AI
Every
Sean
week.
comes to my defence and says, but he finished the hall. She don't take that into consideration, no, AI Sean, does she? She don't think, oh, he's done the living room as well. No, I've done the living room. I've done the hallway.
Urgency, though, Nigel.
I've done the what was the garage, but it's now the spare living room, which we call the baby's room, where we take the granddaughter in, and when we want to watch Moana for the 15th time. Let it go. Oh no, not
That's
that
the wrong
song.
one. Yeah.
Sorry, that's Frozen. But yeah, no.
Taking us back to Iceland and Aunt Bessie's there. Well done.
Oh, there you go. What a tenuous link. We're almost professional here, people. You wouldn't believe it. Next up is Captain Jack Morgan. He gets a bit spicy. He's got a good question though. Do we think that having played well in the first 2 games, Rice was inadvertently a bottleneck on other players' performance? And he
Do you know
goes,
what?
in particular, Souček.
Do you know what? I did think on Sunday watching that we look a completely different team, and it could be the best thing that ever happened to us. So we'll see. Trying to put a positive spin on it.
Yeah. What do you reckon then? Life without Rice.
Be a bit dry, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
No, we just have noodles.
We certainly don't miss him, but what we'll say about Souček, he's still not great. I don't think he's good defending when he's too deep. I think he's better further up. When the old team's further up the pitch, he's the better player than what we are when we're right on the edge of our box. And he probably thinks the same, actually.
Yeah. No one remembers Pot Rice though, do they? But we all
I remember Pot Rice, used to
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, see, but we all remember a pot noodle.
Yeah, we do. Do you remember, what was the other one? There was one before that barely took off. Snack pot.
Snack pot.
We put
Yeah.
the snack before the pot.
That's
Nobody's
right.
got the taste we've got.
I wouldn't go that far. But
No, you don't remember the advert?
I don't know.
I don't remember
Chicken
the other
chow
or the
mein,
product.
curry's hot.
No, I
snack
do
pot,
remember snack
pot.
pots though. The
We
chicken
put the
chow
snack
mein
before
one.
the pot.
Yeah.
Nobody's got the taste we've got.
You should work in advertising, then.
I did.
Oh, you did that.
You know, plethora of fucking opportunities for someone on the spectrum like me, just remembering adverts and just recreating them. Everyone else has forgotten. There's a kid just sitting in front of the TV, just taking it all in. Wonderful times. I'm so
Adverts are
lucky,
not as
really.
good as they used to be though.
No,
really,
they're
now,
not.
Are they?
No, they're all. Well, go woke, go broke.
Do you ever see a shit advert and think, I wonder what ones they rejected?
Hang, yeah. Well, actually, some of them just. One of mine come up, like from that we done. Must been, I counted 8 or 9 years ago. Yeah. There's not a lot of. Yeah, they threw a lot of good ad creatives out. You know, with the bathwater, really. I'm not saying I was one, but a lot of people I work with. And some went on to do better things. You know.
The birth of the digital age.
Yeah.
And being able to fast forward adverts.
Yeah, just skip them. Except that now the YouTube have got like an unskippable 16-second one. I noticed.
Not if you pay premium.
No, not if you pay premium. And I would say at that length, really, that might not really be an effective ad, but you know, depends what you want to do. Above the line, I would say
It's
it
not
wouldn't be
an
effective.
advertising podcast.
No.
We're
No,
boring
it's not.
Nigel now.
Well,
Sorry,
you'd
mate.
lost me because I only asked the question, do you ever look at an advert and think, fuck me, that was shit, wonder what one they rejected. I did work in an advertising agency once, though, if that helps. I was
Did you?
installing the security there, and it was one of them things where you think, are you lot for real, or is this a parody? Because I'm working away, and they all sat down in a group huddle and started throwing out ideas for this advertising campaign of this thing, and I'm
Where
like,
was this?
oh, this is 20 years ago.
No, where?
I think it was Britain Street, Clerkenwell. and can't remember the ad agency. And I was just thinking, I was trying not to laugh, you know, because I thought it was.
What do you think ad agencies do, though, Nigel? To be fair?
I know. You know when you think though, I wonder if they give a bonus to the one that comes up with the winner. You know, because there was like 15 of them sitting round, and you're thinking, a lot of you are thick, and they're just like trying to show they've read a dictionary or something by spouting out words I'd never fucking heard of. So I don't know. I couldn't even tell you what they were trying to advertise, but it didn't hook me. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
so it didn't stick with you, did it?
No. I mean, if you're going to go like, what's a good advert, you know, for someone like me? Well, we hope it's chips, isn't it?
Great advert.
Hey, can't beat that.
Abbott, Mead and Vickers, I think.
Yeah, there you go. I thought it was, yeah.
Ross Frozen Food. No, I'm giving you the agency,
Yeah.
mate.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say I don't remember eating that because I thought I shoved that up my nose to make me breathe better.
It weren't public. No. Trying to think where. I think Publicist Sapient is the other side of that. Might have been the agency.
So see, Sean sent us a picture of the new signing, Stan, sitting in a private airplane with Steiden sitting behind him, smiling. Do you think this is like the new? This is what like Steiden's MO? Because obviously when he signed Alvarez, he sat in the airplane.
Exactly the same picture, wasn't it?
Yeah. So do you think this is like? Steiden goes, oh, we must have like, oh, jawohl, we must have the picture in the airplanes. Do you think?
Probably, yeah. It probably sounds just like that as well.
He totally does. I've had it on good authority. He does talk exactly like that. Sean the Dugam. Evening, gents, says, can't think of any jokes gone wrong, but happy with 3 points. Souček seems a different player this season, few people noticing. Put in a serious shift when we went down to 10. He said, I've read an article about replacing Moyes. What, Souček? Really? It may lead to more attacking football, but would we be as resilient as we are under Moyes? He's interested to hear our thoughts.
Resilience.
Resilient.
Would we call ourselves resilient? Obviously we were on Sunday, but we conceded at Bournemouth after sitting back, and last season didn't go too well in the league. Would you call our team resilient? I've answered that question with a question.
Right.
That was confusing.
I wouldn't call us resilient. No, I don't think just because you're defensive you're resilient.
Yeah, if we were getting clean sheet after clean sheet, I'd say we're resilient.
Yeah, but we're not, are we? We're still conceding. Do you think there's a time when Moyes will go, fuck it, just go for it, lads, I'm fed up with the moaning?
No.
No.
I think there'll be a time when the fucking players do that. I'll say that.
But apparently he did get a good reception from the fans at Bournemouth, and obviously there was no dissent, apart from one idiot on Twitter. There was no real dissent from the fan base. So it just goes to show you the way to calm the fan base down is purely and simple. Despite what everyone says,
Win trophies.
Win games, yeah. Win games, win trophies. Did they not? I was disappointed. I'm going to say this now. I was disappointed that they didn't bring the trophy round the pitch before the game and parade it.
Well, he made his reasons. I kind of agree.
All right. But anyway, I suppose that was last season. But it's the first season back. It would have been nice to have seen the players.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Declan weren't playing. He could have come and held it up for us. Could you imagine that? And welcome back last season's captain, Declan Rice. What a reception he would have got.
Yeah.
Dear, oh
I mean,
dear.
you got to move on. I mean, I don't talk about my advertising awards, do I?
No, not at all. Talking of moving on, next up is Barry Michael. He says, good afternoon. I've not described him because he's put from Canadia. 24% possession was brutal, he says, but goals are fun. Question for yous lot. Here we go. Which of the 23-24 shirts do you like the best? That's a lot to choose from, though, Baz, isn't it? 23 or 24 shirts. He's gone. He likes the third one, but the second one is a glorified white Betway T-shirt, and he's not sure why everyone loves it. He's going to wear his 1920. That's a lot of shirts to wear, Baz. 1920 away shirt. As bar the badge, it's almost identical. Best thing about the home strip are the socks. Oh my life, Baz, please, no.
I hate those socks.
Yes. He has got a question for me. You going to do the barometer this year? We will do the barometer this year. Everyone out. So the barometer this year, we lost 2 points because we did beat Bournemouth. So actually, currently we're 2 points worse off than we were last season. Don't bode well, does it? Because I believe we beat Chelsea last season at home. I'll double check that though. We're not going to be bothered.
My favourite kit is the white one, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I quite like the white too. Sorry about that.
I don't mind the home shirt, and I can take the bubbles.
It is
on
the
thing.
socks.
But no.
It's shorts, isn't it?
Yeah. And there's a thing. A lot of clubs seem to be doing this, and I swear this must be a directive from UEFA or something about having all one colour kits. Because a lot of clubs now, I think Man City played like in an all sky blue kit now, didn't they? Where Man City's kit was sky blue, white shorts, white socks. So our kit was claret and blue shirts, white shorts, white socks generally, though sometimes we'd have claret socks. Not oops, for a start. So me, yeah, I think if you've had the home shirt with the away shorts and socks, you've got yourself a good kit. I'm not sure the away shirt with the home shorts and socks would definitely work. And as for the third kit, well, I got myself in trouble on Twitter, people, about that, so I'm not sure
Again.
really. Well, I get it. We get a lot of expat listeners and we get a lot of overseas listeners, and I wasn't besmirching those that see it. I wasn't besmirching you. X bigged up the video they released. They released a video Overland and Sea in it with the St. Louis
didn't see
Hammers. And
I didn't see this.
well, they did a video and X bigged it up. And what he was doing is he congratulated the media department for a great video.
Who did?
X. So I then just pointed out that actually it's a load of old bollocks and it's all about a pound note. It's marketing guff. It don't mean nothing. It ain't West Ham thinking let's do something good for the overseas support. It ain't. It's marketing guff. They want the overseas support to buy the new shirt, because the overseas support are more likely to buy the shirt than us 50-year-old wizened old miserable sods
Yeah.
that
who
will only
need to
part
put their
300 quid for a season ticket, let alone pay 90 quid for a shirt. That's almost 8 games. You're having a laugh, aren't you? For a shirt. So yeah, and of course, I don't know, X read what I thought put wrong, decided to almost make it out like I was digging out the overseas support, which I wasn't doing. And then I just had to sort of wade in and defend myself a bit. I would like to say I learnt my lesson, but I'll give it 6 months.
No.
I'll do it again.
yeah.
Don Roberts.
Hey, Don.
Yeah, didn't he used to run the corner shop in Coronation Street?
That was
Oh, that was Alf Roberts.
Alf Roberts.
Anyway, or perhaps Don's Alf brother. He said, would you like to see Lingard or Lukaku?
Lukaku.
Is he asking as an either or?
Well,
or
he just
either?
put, would you like to see, short and sweet, which I
The
like
answer,
from Don.
yes.
Would you like to see Lingard or Lukaku at West Ham?
Lukaku, definitely.
All right.
Yeah, I probably would like to see Lukaku.
All right. Really?
I don't know. Because last time I saw him, he was terrible. I mean, the last time he was in the Premier League, I tended to think that Antonio was a little bit better.
Where is he now?
Inter Milan, isn't he?
Is he? Was he on loan? 'Cause
Or is he at
I've
Chelsea? Is he
lost
back at
his-
Chelsea?
I think he still might be a Chelsea player. I'm not too sure. No doubt. I'm not sure how it ended. I remember there was a long-winded arrangement. I can't recall. Probably shouldn't be on a football podcast if I'm
No,
honest.
me either. None of us know who
No.
he plays for.
I think
No.
he's
Bit
at Chelsea.
embarrassing, isn't it?
I think he's at Chelsea.
We just googled that.
No, I haven't. Off the top of my head.
I mean, him on loan would be a great little thing. to be
Who's
fair.
him on?
Well,
Who's he
he-
play for?
Plays for striker for Premier League club Chelsea. He is at
There you
Chelsea
go.
still.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to play with them, is he?
No.
I'd personally, I know this may sound a bit bonkers, I'd rather have Lingard.
We get
There you
Lukaku on loan and Lingard for free.
You could have
One.
both then, isn't it? Why
could,
not?
yeah.
I think, do you know what? After Saturday, when you do get the result, you tend to be a little bit more resigned for another year of Moyes ball, because it's gonna. You looking at the people, the teams in our league, it's never gonna look quite so bad, is it? And you think to yourself, well, if he wants either of them on loan, let him have it for a year.
Next up, it's the Colonel, Paul Sanders. And he is the Colonel. Richie Kemp's going to be the General. Paul actually said, I heard a funny version of the Chelsea song. Chelsea, wherever you may be, you ain't got no history. It could be worse, you could be scarce, eating rats in your council house. I think that's rather funny, says Paul. Brady out.
Brady out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll leave that with you, Paul, to laugh at. Do you think that was funny, George?
Hilarious.
Can you see that, singing that in your house?
I'll give it a go tomorrow. I'll let you know how it goes.
You do that. You do that just before she cooks dinner. And I'll tell you what, your dinner will be sponsored by I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, mate, because that's what you'll be eating.
Almost professional, isn't it, this podcast?
As she's rustling up and she'll be singing you back to you, there's a rat in my kitchen, what am I going to do? I'm going to feed it to George. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. There you go. You got a favourite dog, George? Watch out. Might not be running round after tomorrow you sing that song. The Greek goddess from Forest Gate. It's
Whee!
Belinda Kakakakakis.
Hello,
Who actually
Belinda.
might come in handy now. She could probably
Yeah.
be the transgalator,
Yeah,
wouldn't she?
sure.
For
Yeah.
Stan.
For Stan Lazaridis.
Yeah, Stan the Greek. Goals are fun. And I don't know if Belle's got a sixth sense. Or she's like a medium. But 3 kisses. So she knew that one of us would drop off. How
She-
about that?
How
Wow.
about that, eh? She's
3
a witch.
kisses. She's a witch. Get the rope. Let's see if she floats. Anyway. Belinda
How long does this go on for?
Belinda Kakakakis says cheeky lines. Brady out.
Brady out.
We did have a complaint up. There's been a few other Brady outs. Not enough Brady outs people this season. Don't
Nah.
get bought by the trophy. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
please. We noticed a few of our stickers have disappeared as well, then, didn't we? But some are still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, bastards. George, got a name for you.
Go on.
Hick Chadurchi.
Oh, yeah. Rings a bell. Hello, Hick.
Yeah, how you doing? There's a long-term listener, isn't it?
He is just a bit.
I mean, there's someone who I think if we was giving out numbers would
It'd
probably
be 2 or 3.
yeah, would be
Where does that name come from? Hick to Dirty.
up.
Where?
George's trying to stifle the laugh. Anyway,
Hick to Dirty.
Hiccup Chadurchi.
Oh,
Anyway,
no. No, but what?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
By the looks of his
Tell us,
avatar,
Tell
he's from PG Land.
Right.
He's got a monkey. Now there's marketing that worked. Wouldn't
Yep,
it?
that was a
PG
good advert.
tits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the stuffed
very good,
monkey.
that.
Was good. I've forgotten what the stuffed monkey's name was.
There's a story to
Monkey.
that, and I can't remember what it was.
Was it
Sorry about
monkey?
I
that.
think it was Monkey, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Monkey.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, Johnny Vegas, wasn't it?
It was.
was.
Anyway.
Yeah. That
Johnny
was good.
Vegas told a story. I can't remember what it was. It was
Oh.
interesting.
Must have been good then.
That was a good one, now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Jay. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
Oh, he'll tell you later, people.
yeah.
Anyway, Hick up says, how is Sean going to pronounce our new Greek centre half?
Yeah.
Badly.
Hick.
He had enough trouble with our ex-Paraguayan centre half. This one will be a nightmare for him.
Can't say anyone's name.
What is everyone's suggestion for a nickname that Sean can handle? Twat? I don't know if he can handle twat. What do you reckon, George?
He could maybe borrow one of yours you got on Twitter this week.
Yeah.
I think he's. Is he talking about a nickname for our new Greek signing rather
I
than a
think
nickname
so.
for Sean?
Rather
Right.
Sean. The way he wrote is what is everyone's suggestion for a nickname that Sean can handle?
I
I mean,
think we've got one, haven't we? Stan? Or he called him
Stan.
Lazaridis.
Yeah.
Lazaridis.
Stan Lazaridis. Yeah. Stan the Greek. What do you reckon, Jay? You got any? You're normally good with these things.
I just call Greek people Chris. They're all called
Chris.
Chris.
Listen. We'll behave ourselves. We will not call him Bubble. Not having it, people. Not on my watch.
No.
Or Squeak. Anyway, Evening Gent says, Jason, Back to the Future House. Well, what a surprise, he says. Sunday's result. The game had everything and really summed us up. Crap at times, gave the ball away, far too easy. And when you could least expect it, we score. Could have been the whole season of watching West Ham summed up in a single game. Thought Souček was showing the form of his first season, and he was impressed with Ward-Prowse. He's got a question. Ooh. I'm about to protect my shed from the onslaught of autumn and winter.
Right.
What does Shedman use as a preserver when protecting his shed from the elements? He says he knows his football and not shed per Brady out. Right, you ready?
Ready out. Yeah.
I use boat varnish.
Wasn't expecting you to say that.
There you go, people. Boat varnish. So you get a tin of boat varnish. So I've got it stained. I'm not a fan of the colour actually, and I think next year once the boat varnish, I've not topped my varnish up this year. I'm going to let it sort of die off so I can.
Oh, living on the edge.
Well, not that I want to get rid of the blue. I'm not a fan of the blue, and the missus wanted it blue because she wanted it to match my son's shed, which was blue as well. So she wanted both sheds to have the same colour. But I'm
But
not
your
a
son
fan
still
of it.
got his shed.
Yes, he has. Yeah,
So you got
He
three
lives in it, mate.
sheds.
he lives in his shed.
Really?
Well, he's in the old shed, isn't he? You know that I moved out of. So he's like Upton Park or the Memorial Grounds.
Right.
Yeah, and then
Right.
I'm in like the London Stadium, I suppose, of
Or
sheds.
Upton Park.
Or Upton Park. Yeah, I call it Upton Park.
I thought you might.
And then I've got another shed just behind this. So yeah,
Jeez.
You really are the shed man, aren't you?
I do like a shed. And
Loves a
I've
shed.
got one of them mini sheds as well. You know, like that I store things in.
Like a kennel.
Well, it's a bit bigger than a kennel, isn't it? It's like a storage shed, but just a
Right,
mini
I know
one.
what you
It's
mean.
like 4 foot high. You know.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There you go.
A kennel. Like a kennel.
Anyway, Scotty Crosland,
Hey.
he's got a complaint. Come on, don't have a nickname.
Right. What's his nickname?
Ah,
Scott Crossland.
see, Scott was
Crossland.
spinning it from the start, and he before I even started giving out nicknames. That's your problem, Scott.
Scott Crossland.
Scott Crossland. What about Chris?
Chris Cross.
Yeah.
Chris Crossland.
Yeah.
But I wanted Chris for the Greek guy.
Oh right. Yeah, but we got Stan for him.
Alright. Give him
Bubble.
Chris then.
Chris Crossland. What about 9 down?
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Crossword
some
puzzle.
crosswords.
Yeah. 9 Dan says, come on, don't have a nickname. You do now.
You do now.
Give
I
us
bet
one
you
if
wish
you want.
never asked.
Give us an idea, Scott, of what you like to call us, and we'll think of something worse and do that. But anyway, he said, did I buy immunity when I bought that picture in the old supporters club? That went down well. Those were the days, Scott, weren't they? Eh? Stour Place. Anyway, you can't use ginger cunt, as my mates already called me that. As he says, as you can see from my scooter seat that they bought me for my 50th. Brady out. And he's got a scooter seat, which I thought was a burst football. And it does say ginger.
I thought it was a hat.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's his scooter cover. He ain't got a scooter, but he's got a cover anyway.
Got the cover.
There you go. Charlie Fuchs.
Right.
He's got short sweet. Moyes ball is fun. Discuss.
Ting.
Brady, go away.
Brady out.
No,
it's not.
Moyes
Not for
ball
me.
is fun.
No, it's
Was it
nerve-wracking.
fun on Sunday? I enjoyed Sunday.
No, we enjoyed Sunday.
The alcohol helped.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's, as we
I
constantly
know.
say, it
It's
only
not.
works when you win. When it don't win, it's like,
Yeah, you have to be immaculate, don't you?
yeah, you don't walk out of a defeat going, do you know what? I thought we did well there and we were unlucky. When we're beat, we are fucking beat.
Cool, not much.
But and the reason for that is that when we win with only 23, if we'd have lost that game, we'd have had 23% of the ball and done nothing with it. You're going to think, wow, that is depressing.
Dangerous game to be playing, I told you.
Yeah. So
maybe it is entertaining and fun, because you just don't know what you're going to get.
You don't.
no, but again, that's part of the beauty of West Ham. Next up, it'll be the only village idiot in Taunton.
Oh, no.
It'll be Arbery Doddsy.
You upset him, didn't you?
Oh, I always upset him. He thinks I'm a bully. Shut up. All right, my handsome Zal I made him famous, you know.
Yeah.
And
Turning against you.
Yeah, he calls me a bully. Dear, oh dear.
Hello, Dodsy.
Yeah. He's got a joke. He says, an Englishman, Irishman and Nigel start to build a kitchen. He said, you can all do the punchline. I feel bullied, Dodds.
Good old Dodgy.
I feel bullied.
Hello, Dodsy.
Anyway, beating Chelsea, says old Dardsy, is always sweet. It's this game's that jeeped me coming back.
He's
Jeeped
been,
me.
he's
Beep,
been
beep.
using
Yeah.
the voice thing again, hasn't he?
Yeah.
His texts are awful,
Jesus
wasn't it?
fucking
Yeah.
Christ.
What was the one the other day about Kettle?
I
Let's
don't
call
know.
him out for the
Yeah,
Kettle.
that's it. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't understand. You know, he doesn't understand. We don't understand what he says, and the fact that we don't understand what he says, Siri's got no chance of understanding what he's saying.
No.
So I don't know why he bothers talking to her. It's them fat fingers, Dodds, isn't it? Anyway, put your beard down. Send a proper text. We won't take the piss so much. Anyway, beating Chelsea, jeeps him coming. There you go.
Beep, beep.
Are we seeing the best of Souček at the moment without he will not be named? Do you think they could have done more celebrating the Conference League trophy? Man City did. I know Dodsey was all the joy for Man City. Dodsey seems to think Man City's West Ham but with trophies.
He's strange, isn't he?
How do you see Man
They won
City
the
now?
fucking treble and we won the European Vase.
Yeah. Do you think they're Man City? I mean, I don't get. For me, Man City used to be West Ham, like they were like West Ham of the North, Man City.
Right, yeah.
But now they're Chelsea of the North, and we all know how we feel about Chelsea.
Yeah.
Are all the YouTube channels and ITK starting to look a bit silly now? The transfer market's looking good, and the team are picking up points we didn't expect.
What do you mean starting to look silly?
I don't know. Yeah. ITKs, who knows? Anyway, he says the one thing he will never let us down. Brady outs.
Radio.
Hey up, gents. It's here, Sean.
Oh, back to
Nicholas.
back.
Chelsea. First up, shite. Yorkshire Tea. Yeah, I read Yorkshire Post. Yeah, I bank in Yorkshire Bank. Second half, much improved. If only Antonio could finish like that every other week, rather than just 2 or 3 times a season.
Agreed.
Give him a chance, perhaps he will. Goals are fun and it's 3 points. AI Sean says, nice to see that Uncle Sean's 60th birthday wishes was shown on the big screen. Did he get a clock or a watch for his 60th? Sorry, clock or a watch for his 60th birthday? As he seems to struggle with knowing how long 72 hours is. Ooh. Look, we've made it now. Yeah. I'm sure we'll have some more signings. He has got a question.
Go on.
Defiant Dave says he wants more possession. Is that doomed to failure like last season, or does he just mean more than 22 to 25%?
Yeah, he'd be happy with 27.
He then says how nationalities have represented the club. I think you forgot the word
Many.
but perhaps
God,
in
no, that's
Yorkshire.
right up your street. Have you got any idea?
Aye, how nationalities have represented club. Yeah, a lot, George. Before read that, not many, but then a lot. It's a good question.
It is a good question.
First,
that's
first
the sort of thing that
overseas
you'd love
player.
to go and have a little look into
Yeah,
and write
I
an
will.
article about.
I will. First overseas player that I can think of. And I don't include the Republic of Ireland in that. I count them as British. I've just insulted the Republic. Oh my God. Dear, oh dear. I can hear Mad Mary at work going really mad now. I've insulted her again. Look, we're all from the British Isles, and I class the Republic of Ireland as being on a British Isle of Ireland. I'm sure someone can educate me in other ways, but there you go.
They're a republic. They're not in the UK, though, are they?
Yeah, but they used to be, didn't they? It was only up until They didn't get their independence in 1921, people, just to show you I do know a bit about my history. And then in 1921, you decided to fight each other. But enough of that. It's not an Irish Republican history podcast. You could go to Ian Dow for that, people. Check out that. There's a bit of me that wants to say Clyde Best.
I forgot what the question was.
Overseas players for West Ham. How many nationalities have we had? I reckon we've had about 60.
I was gonna say 60. I wonder
yeah.
why that is.
I don't know. We'll find out and let you know next week.
Right, I'll put it on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know, and some revenue.
Yeah. Free. Yeah, that $5. Well, I've earned more than Sean just with that one video, and I got called far less worse names than he does. Anyway, AR Sean, by the way, says signing Konstantinos Namblos Opadopoulos Mavropanos got me thinking, which player's name has the highest score in Scrabble? I don't know if that will have.
Jason Dezell would have played for West Ham, because you could have got the 8 points for the J. There's only really
Yeah, see, I'm not really up with my Scrabble scores.
10 points for the
10 points for the Z.
And the other one would have been the blanks, and that wouldn't have counted, did it?
You can
Was there
do all
two
that
Zs?
you like, but I'll whack down
On a
dicks
treble.
on a treble score, mate, and I'll bank the same amount of points as you did with your magic word.
Yeah, but what about if mine's on the treble as well?
Well,
No, leave your dicks off the Scrabble board.
yeah, sorry. Oh dear.
Come on, I've got to go soon.
Next up, yeah. Paul Sanders is back, the Colonel. He said, not sure about jokes, but I want to clear up the fact I'm not a Colonel. Oh, alright. Fucking hell, Paul. It was just a joke. Didn't right coming out of the woodwork today to have a go at me.
Fuming. He's absolutely fuming.
I want to clear it up. I'm not a Colonel.
Let me clear this up.
Yeah. Do you
Once
wear
and for all.
Paul, do you wear a white suit? Can you let us know? Fucking hell. He's got questions. He says, when did the cost of food in the OS go up? He says, I asked for 2 burgers, a beer and a water on Saturday, and they asked me for £33.40.
You'd think you'd get a discount as well, wouldn't you?
I
being the
told him
Colonel?
to fuck off. Yeah, should have gone to KFC then, Paul. Wouldn't it? Get a discount when you walk in. 2, when did we start celebrating our 1940 War Cup triumph?
I noticed that.
yeah.
Well, I didn't notice it on the day, but someone pointed it out. That
Yeah.
wasn't there before.
I think it was.
Was it?
I think it was.
Are you sure it's just not to balance it out? Now we've got an extra one. I think, oh, fuck.
I don't know.
We're out of kilter now. We have to put one before.
He then put something I never noticed, but I don't go there. Why is the BML, Bobby Moore
Bobby
Lower
Moore lower.
people, configured differently? He then put a photograph up. Oh, with a War
No,
Cup.
he ain't.
I was going to
That's
say,
the
that ain't a
war.
Bobby Moore Lower. The 1940 War Cup.
Is it configured differently?
I thought that War Cup was always there.
Well, I used to stand opposite that and never noticed it once in the 7 years
All right.
I was there.
We'll have to find some
I think
old
that might be
pictures.
different.
Super Chrissy Mills. Someone that don't complain about their nickname, or I'll have you know. Evening, gents, he says. Great to be over the Thunderdome. If we get kudos and keep 4 nails, great window. Never thought I'd see that a few weeks ago. How was your experience over there? Oh, no, Chris. Anything changed for the better? It's got worse, mate. We've done our experience. He said, I actually thought that our boys were the worst fans we've ever had over there. I'd make you right, mate, the way they all walked out.
Then they go quick.
Oh, poor old Dingerling took a bit of a tumble when Antonio scored and ain't stopped whining about it, blaming innocent bystanders for taking him down as well. Brady, it's all about the limbs, Chris, isn't it? It's all about the limbs.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at the moment like that. Next up, someone that wasn't at the game. Evening
Someone
all, says
who
Ziggy
wasn't.
Stardust.
You weren't there.
Weren't there. We was looking for you, Dave, and then we realised you was on holiday. All seems we don't really need that lad that played in the 41 shirt. He said, I only listened on the radio and caught the highlights, but a win is a win, I take it all day. He was
That's right.
disappointed that we didn't, forgot about this, see Downs sent off on loan.
Yes.
As I think he should have been given a chance. Do you see as a positive step or offloading him? Because he don't fit in. Brady out.
Brady out.
Offloaded him. Do you agree, John?
Well, he probably made noises. Ward Prowse coming in, wanted to play first team football. Could be a good move for both, you know. Depending how Souček gets on this year,
Yeah.
he could come back next year and slot in.
I feel sorry for him. He's a West Ham fan.
Yeah.
And he's willing to fight for the cause, isn't he?
Yeah.
As,
Sure is.
as evidence in the semi-final, he was first over the wall, wasn't he? Adam Leverbarrow says, hi lads, he hopes we're all well. Moyes in or Moore's out. Oh, don't go there again, for Christ's sakes. I think we have to give Moyes the season, as I feel he's built a really good squad and it seems to be getting stronger despite selling Rice. It's all we can do, Adam, to be fair. It's not for us to sack him, it's up to the owners. So until they sack him, I will back the manager. And that's the way This, I think I'm being funny. Next up, someone that played for Liverpool and Coventry and was quite a good player.
Burrows.
No, David Thompson.
Oh,
Remember him?
yeah.
Little wee midfielder.
A Grizovic, he could have been him.
Yes, he did, didn't he? He won the European Cup at Liverpool on the bench.
He was on the bench Liverpool for. I remember him from his sticker days. He
Yeah.
was there quite a while, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Another one people don't realise was Jim Montgomery won the European Cup. He of the double save fame from the 1973 Cup final. Because he sat on the bench. I think he might have won 2 because he was Shilton's understudy at Forest. There you go. Well, David, anyway, says, who would you lot start as centre-back? Mavra fucking Notronomopoulos, or whatever his name is. Alvarez, Kerr or Oggy.
I'm glad I don't have to choose.
You don't want to choose? picked
No.
him.
Alvarez ain't the centre back, is he? Does he
He
play
will.
there? I don't know.
You can do.
I would stick with what we had at the weekend
You
to
can't,
begin
mate.
with. Oh yeah, of course.
I think that's why George just pointed out. I think it's why he's asking the
alright?
question.
It's
Yeah.
late, alright. Mavropanos, then bring him in.
Was it?
Stan.
He'll play Oggy.
Yeah.
That's what he'd do.
I think.
No, but what would you do? I think that was a question. Wasn't it?
What would I do?
Yeah.
I'd throw the Greek straight in.
Yeah, me too. Why not?
If he's got a bit of pace about him, definitely. Because I tell you what,
Has he?
Oggy will be. I don't know. Oggy will be flat-footed though. Mitch Ramona, or whatever his name is.
Matoma.
Yeah, that's him. And bombing through the middle, João Pedro and Evan Ferguson, decent player.
Solly March.
Yeah, Solly March. Yeah. They would do well. They would do well. Lost me spot now. Sorry. Quickly. Last few. Newest. Here we go. Ben Ashleford. Hi
Pardon?
guys. Yeah, Ben Ashleford.
He
Hi.
needs a Delta card.
He does. It's because he says long time listener. Second time we must have missed him the first. Sorry, Ben.
Hang on a minute. Ben.
Ben
Right, okay.
Ashleford. Focus, Len.
Sorry.
Sorry. Capri. We got a list of cars, really, haven't we? Anyway. Hi guys, he says, what are your thoughts on Fabianski's comments regarding being dropped and not being handled well? Seems a few players are upsetting this team. Brady Sullivan out.
Brady Sullivan out. You don't want to give him the name Escort, otherwise old Dodsley would be right in there, wouldn't he?
Oh, right. There you go. Ben.
Dodsley, if you're listening.
Yeah. Ben Ashleford Escort. There you go. Actually, he's got a picture with a nice lady. So, anyway.
I
What
keep
do we make of
thinking
the comments?
Bird's Eye Steakhouse Grills now.
Yeah. Fabianski was upset. Look, I think he had to do the right. As I'm the goalkeeping expert here, I
Yeah,
think
Goalkeepers Union.
it was right that Moyes moved into Areola into number one.
That's a bit of a sensitive subject, isn't
It is, yes, and we won't get old that joke, George, either. So anyway.
It's one of my favourites.
Do you know, we are 10 years old. I tell him at work, we had to buy something, right, from a company called Beaver. Right, now there's a lot of women that work in our office. And one of them's gone to me, we've got to get this from Beaver. And I started laughing. And she looks at me and went, why am I laughing? And I went, you don't know why I'm laughing. And then the girl that's only about 21 next to her went, no, what is so funny about that? And I just looked at her and went, you are too young. I cannot
Yeah.
tell you why I'm laughing.
No.
I'm 10 years old. We will crack on. And I went, but just to show you it's not me. And I shouted out to my mate, one of the only other males in the office. I went, Rob, Beaver. And he went, what? I went, Beaver. And then he started giggling. I went, see? It's a man thing.
Yeah.
We hear the word Beaver and we
We
giggle.
laugh.
There you go. Oh, but Fabianski's comments anyway. Yeah, sad grapes, I suppose, in a way. He's
Probably
reaching the end of his career, should have took it on
Yeah.
the chin.
engineer one more move.
Yeah, there you go. Ed Hughes,
Loves a bit of squirrel.
great to have the season back and to be talking to win. Whilst it was good to win, oh, we were not too good. Too many players on their heels. Chelsea are going to be a good side because they're fast and powerful, but they have
Yeah.
zero understanding, but they will gel.
They will.
He thinks Brighton
I
will
agree, Ed.
demolish us. But
Me
other
too, Ed.
positives, JWP's the noble replacement. Another one who says, like me, we lacked last year. Souček was good. Alvarez, okay. Areola saved the
Everyone's
penalty.
saying Souček was good. I didn't.
It was just Souček for me.
Yeah, it was
was solid.
Saturday.
Yeah. Do we need another fullback? Is his question.
No. What, on top of the Greek guy?
I don't know if you put him on
Fullback,
top of him.
yeah.
Probably wouldn't be able to run.
Can we play like that? Is that I
Is
tell
it
you,
law?
Moyes would love that, wouldn't he?
Wouldn't he?
I don't think he'll
Do you
go.
know what,
Hey, Kev.
I
All right,
always-
Gaffer.
I
He said-
always used to think this. Right? You know, like in rugby when they pick him
Yeah.
up in a line out.
Like hold him
Yeah.
up. Yeah,
Could you not do that for a corner?
that's a good point, isn't it?
Is that against the rules? I don't think it is.
No, of course it's not.
Kev, all right, Gaffer, innit? Tell the new defender, get on his shoulders. Hey, all right, lads, get on his shoulders. He'd be like, go Kevin Nolan at the sideline. All right, Gaffer.
James, stick it in the sky.
Yeah.
Get him in it.
Charlie
He must be
Fox.
quite a tolerant old Nolan. He's the only one that stood by Moyes. Everyone else has fucked off.
Yeah. Perhaps he thinks he'll get the job one day.
Maybe.
Yeah, like the Orient job. Done so well. Tom Devlin, to finish it up. Evening, chaps. It was lovely to get a win. It's got a bit of a long-winded question. But what would be your favourite Premier League only era 11?
Wow.
That is
Oh,
long-winded.
God.
Should we do a quick combined one?
Yeah, go on in. Who's in goal?
Yeah,
Hold up, I'm the goalkeeper here.
go on.
And as much as I loved him, yeah, but Fabianski's the best Premier League goalkeeper
I
we've had.
think you're right, yeah.
More than Ludo.
Yeah, I
So
think
Fabianski in goal. Right back then.
Right back. Right back. Do you know what?
Ilunga.
He was left back, wasn't he?
Actually, I
Yeah,
thought
that's
it
right,
was
wasn't
left back.
Was he?
I thought he was left
But
Guy Demel.
No, I was actually thinking about the guy we got from Man City.
Oh, Zabaleta.
Yeah. I can't think
What
of
about Thomas Repka. You're missing an obvious one there.
Centre back, I
Fucking
thought.
hell.
Repka.
He was right back more than centre.
Was he?
He was a right back a lot, yeah. I can't go for
Should have been
fucking
left back
right
a lot of the times, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll stick with him. I can't think of many right backs. I don't recall having good ones.
Tim Breaker.
Fucking start me on
Sore subject, sorry. I had to say that one.
you. Maybe Tim.
Oh,
But he was a good player, was old Zabaleta. There's no doubt about
Yeah,
it.
no, it was. It
So I was
was
going to
decent.
stick with him.
Schemmel, Archie Schemmel.
Yeah, I was footing him, but it was very short, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was, but don't let that.
He could have gone on someone's shoulders.
Yeah. Left back, George.
It's an easy one, that one.
Got to be Aaron
It's a
Cresswell,
sitter.
isn't
Oh, fuck it now.
It'll be you.
Aaron Creswell.
it? Keep your dicks off the scrabble board.
Yeah, okay. Centre back. Blimey, best centre back we had.
Winston Reid in the Premier League Euro just for that goal.
Well, we'll have. You can. All right, Winston Reid will be one, and then the other one would be. Do you know
Christian
what? No. I'm going to go right left field. And
My
this
centre
is
back.
in honour of Paul Turner, who loves to give me stick when I do this. Lars Tahinen. There you go. There you go. I'll tell you what, right? That clearance, right, that he made against Man United off the line was one of the best goal line clearances, and why we never signed him up full time,
I assumed you said no.
I don't know.
That might be wrong.
Anyway, there you go. Midfield. Who we having in midfield?
Mark Noble.
All right, I'll give you Noble. Who's going alongside him?
Who's going to say it?
No, I don't want to say it. Don't let me say it. You say it.
I don't want to say it either.
I couldn't. Let's not pick him then.
No, I'm not having him.
Pick so-
I don't.
John
I
Marker,
think
then.
we can go better.
Oh,
than
Bish. How about Bishop?
that. Yeah, Bishop. Well, I'd have Benny Yoon or
You can still have him here.
Benny Yoon. Benny Yoon
He
out
could play
wide.
right. He could play right.
No, because I've got to have Trevor Sinclair. I know he's gone a bit mad in the head, but
Oh, you don't have to have Chelsea.
I do. I thought he was fantastic for us.
Well, we have him Payet, right?
Yeah, Payet. Yeah.
So if I can think of someone else on the right.
Berkovic weren't really a right winger. I'd love Berkovic. I thought Berkovic more than Benny Yoon actually,
Yeah.
all day long. Without Berkovic, Artson would have been ordinary.
Yeah, you're right there.
And training would have been boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So up front,
Or Di
you want
Canio.
Paolo, didn't you?
Yeah.
Johnny Artson.
Yeah. Actually, that's quite easy up front. Yeah, Artson and Di Canio. What a pairing.
Did they ever play together? They didn't, did they? Didn't
Nah.
Di Canio replace Johnny Artson somewhat?
Yeah, no, and this is the thing. It is, you go from 0 to 0. So Di Canio's debut was Wimbledon away, which I think was John Artson's debut for Wimbledon. And West Ham fans, our first Di Canio one was Di Canio, that
Yeah.
one, and then we sang Big Fat Johnny Artson.
Roly Poly Artson.
So just to rub it in, 0-0 draw though that game. There you go. Paul Turner, another one for you. So just trot them out tonight, mate. Brain like a sponge. And that's it. Oh no, we got one more on Twitter. I've got to read it out. Actually, I can't ignore him because he's here every week, and there's a special reason why I have to read it out.
Oh.
Where is he? I've got to skip back because he always does it on a Monday night. Talk about yourself, people.
John, sorry, George, have you ever had a Bird's Eye Steakhouse grill?
No, I haven't.
They were much like a burger, really, but just shaped slightly different. Brilliant advertising campaign. Not Ross at all. Bird's Eye Steakhouse grill. What would you have for yours?
Means nothing to me.
No? Too
No.
young, ain't you?
Yeah.
Oh, Vienna.
Vienna?
Oh, it means nothing to him.
No, don't.
Anyway, that's what I'd have for afters, actually.
Also Bird's Eye,
Vienna.
though, isn't it?
Hey, you can't beat a Viennetta.
I love a Vienna.
Half
They have
frozen.
gone up in price
No,
now, though. Have you
it's a
seen
Wolves
them?
Vienna, isn't it?
£2.50.
Half frozen. You got to let it start.
Yeah, you got to let it fall out a little bit.
Yeah. Anyway,
They
Dan.
did a biscuit
Oh,
one for a
go
while.
on.
Do you remember that one? The biscuit
What,
Vienna.
biscuit Vienna,
With a biscuit
did
base.
No, I've only ever had the chocolate one. That's it.
Yeah, I remember loving that. They don't do them anymore.
I could do a whole one of them.
Yeah, easy.
Demolish. Oh. Dan, 31, 60, 43, 40.
Right.
No H's, it gave up because it was yesterday.
Right.
Was the fan that got removed from the Borough, Billy Bond's lower corner, after Chelsea scored, an away fan? I see him getting a few jabs as he was escorted out. But then he says, did the stooge send his own birthday shout out, or was it a present from the senior source? Brady out.
Brady out. He's very naughty.
Imagine if Sean had sent that in.
It wasn't Sean. It wasn't Sean. Yes. I'll tell you what's funny is the person that sent it to me, just to top it off, was quite funny. Because they actually sent me the email they sent to the club.
Oh, right.
And they sent it to announcer@westhamunited.co.uk.
Right.
And they just put birthday, happy 60th birthday, Uncle Sean, and with the photograph of Sean. That was the email. That was the content of the email.
Sullivan sent it then, was it?
No,
That sounds like one of his
Would
emails.
have had a typo in it.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah. That's it. So that's your lot, people. That's the end
Wow,
of Facebook.
made it to the end.
episode. Well done,
You
George.
did it,
Thank you very
George.
much. It's been an absolute
Did it,
honour.
man.
How did you find Facebook, Twitter, Chris? This one?
Started to lag a bit at the end, to be honest. I
Did
was
you?
very much enjoying
Well,
it.
the
I don't think
start
we-
and the
we-
middle weren't too lively either, really.
I think well, I certainly peaked with the dicks on the Scrabble board.
Oh, right. There you go. Sensitive subject with the areola, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Very.
imagine if you had dicks on the areola.
Jesus Christ.
That would be a
That would-
treble word score.
That would be against the rules.
There we go. Anyway, that's it, people. We can say it now because it's after the watershed, so we're all right. So if you wouldn't mind not listening to this bit till after 9 o'clock at night, then it saves us getting in trouble with RADA. I've been Nigel Shedman.
Was RADA the right thing? Isn't that the
Is it
Royal Academy of Dramatic
Yeah.
Arts?
What's our fault?
who does the advertising for the radio? Isn't that RADA?
ACAS, you mean?
No, ACAS. That's
Oh,
who
no,
the
that's-
unions
that's-
have a
that's
row,
the
isn't it?
Ofcom?
Well, it used to be
No.
the Advertising Standards Authority. The ACE.
Who does like
I
the
don't think
radio
no one does.
ratings? The radio ratings.
Radar.
Radar. was it?
Radar,
Oh, I
yeah.
thought it was
But
radio.
we're not radio.
No, no. All right,
It's certainly not RADA.
no. Well, look,
No.
people. Anyway, hold up. As contractually stipulates, see, I've been Shedman. I'm in my shed. Got to press wrong stop button.
Fucking shambles.
I'm still cracking up at RADA. Getting in trouble with RADA.
Anyway,
I can see that Nigel there with his leg warmers on.
George has been
In trouble with RADA.
and Len's been.
I don't know. Been a bit hot, to be honest. Been a bit sticky.
Yeah, all right. Just because you've had your dicks on the Sariola on the scrap.
Yeah.
Anyway, and with that, hope your kids ain't listening, people. We'll see you later.
Bobby Moore. More than just a podcast. Bobby Moore. More than just a podcast.
Yabba dabba dabba dab. That's all, folks.